married for 15 years now and have 3 beautiful kids, and have a good job, working in real estate, and just living day to day, enjoying life as best I could, and then things can change in an instant, I guess. You know, I didn't know at first. I thought it might be a heart issue, like a heart attack or just something, clogged artery of some sort. Come to find out, my going to an emergency room and getting a chest x-ray, I had so many tumors going on, they were growing out of my body, no room to grow, and that's why I was symptomatic. So by the time I felt pain or knew something was wrong, it was really late and close to near death at that point. We were a little concerned that I might not pull through. I mean, that was a very real possibility. And trying to get affairs in order, which is something you don't expect to do at 39 years old. But that was a reality of the situation at the time.
I was in shock. I was in disbelief. I was scared. I was angry. But I just kind of wanted answers. I wanted to know what we were going to do about it, how we were going to fix them. Learning that we were gonna be lucky enough to go be treated by Dr. Einhorn, who had done all the research years and years ago and is still on top of it, still top in the field, always after it, was just a no-brainer. We had to get there.
We knew we had tough days ahead, but we were up for the challenge, and we knew we had a winner in our corner with Dr. Einhorn's backing.
I think our future's bright. I think we went and did what needed to be done. Now I can look at our future and be hopeful again and be excited. And I now can see my husband being in our future and our children's future and growing old together, just as I always had hoped, but wasn't sure what happened.
Research has given myself and my family everything. If Dr. Einhorn didn't have the funding to research and the desire to research this particular disease, I wouldn't be here today talking. I really do value, the time I have now, which I may not have had, so I'm very fortunate.
So now when we literally can just sit around the house, love each other, eat together, giggle together, that's when I really take it in, and I'm so thankful. 30 years ago, this would have been a different outcome. I wouldn't be sitting here telling you the story of my husband's survival, but unfortunately I'd be telling you the story more than likely of me being a widow and my kids not having their father. But thanks to the research, it was just, even though it felt very long, over a year, in the grand scheme of my husband living a full life now, it was just a bump in the road.